Hear me singing nonsense syllables that your imagination will be taking off from there, and that way this song can be ours together. A little bit about myself. My name is Susha. I'm a singer-songwriter from Chennai. The roots of my music are laid very strong in Carnatic music. That's the thing that I trained since I was 5. So Indian classical Carnatic music is my root and my trunk. And then as I traveled and gained experiences, I learned a lot of jazz, a lot of bossa nova, and I was inspired by many musicians that I've met and collaborated with. So now I have, actually in a week, I'm releasing my first album of original music called Love Language. Oh, thank you. And it is my pleasure to be able to play some of those songs to an audience that I may not have easily had access to, being from Chennai and being very much tied in a musician circuit. But it feels, I've been listening to a lot of the lectures, and it feels very like, I definitely feel like I fit in. So this album, Love Language, is a collection of 12 songs that I've written over the past decade. And these songs have been companions to me in different phases of my life, and now I get to share them with the world. The second song I'd like to perform is called Ullepo. It is a Tamil song that I co-wrote with my partner Gauri Shankar. He sent me this 8-liner of very inspiring Tamil poetry. Tedi tedi tilainda maname, tadayum vidayum kalanda maname, valiyai marakka marukkum maname, uyirin unmai unarndida ullepo. அடங்கா ஆசைகள் அலரும் அறையே ஐம்புலன் வசிக்கும் இன்பச் சிறையே கவலை எனும் கரை அழியும் வரையே எண்ணம் எனும் அலை ஓயும் வரையே உள்ளே போ. The essence of this song just says, when you discover or when you notice your mind is a little bit out of balance, look for the answers. They're almost always inwards. And when he sent me these words, I didn't really ask him if he wanted me to make it into a song. I just went ahead and made it. And that brings a very interesting aspect of songwriting or art making in general, which is when you finally decide, if you ever do that the song or the art is over, then it stops being yours, it starts belonging to everyone. And this is a great example of the life cycle of a work of art, because it was his poem and then I stole it and then it became our song, and now I'll share it with you guys and it will belong to all of us. Tedi tedi tilainda maname, tadayum vidayum kalanda maname. Na 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 வசிக்கும் இன்பச் சிறையே அடங்காசைகள் அலரும் மறையே ஐம்புலன் வசிக்கும் இன்பச் சிறையே கவலை எனும் கரை அழியும் வரையே எண்ணம் எருமலையோயும் வரையே கவலை எனும் கரை அழியும் வரையே எண்ணம் எனுமலை ஓயும் வரையே உள்ளே போ உள்ளே போ da-na-na-na-na 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 da-na-na-na da-da-da-ba-ba-ba ba-ba-ba-ba-ba தேடி தேடி திளைந்த மனமே தடையும் விடையும் கலந்த மனமே வலியை மறக்க மறக்கும் மனமே உயிரின் உண்மை உணர்ந்திட உள்ளே போ Thank you. So that was Ullepo, and the reason we initially didn't agree on the direction I'd taken for the song was, I think, as the wordsmith behind this, he felt that it should be more introspective and somber, and I had instead seen it as a very tender reminder to myself to be kind to my gentle mind when it was floundering. And that's an interesting thing about music, I feel, that once we have words that with intention become poetry, then with certain tools like melody and harmony and silences and rhythm, we create a song. And if I were to choose one forever companion of all the tools I have for songwriting, it'll be harmony. And it might be counterintuitive coming from a singer, that I would choose harmony over melody or lyrics or any of those, but I genuinely feel that harmony is what aids me best to guide the listener through the emotional arc that I intend to create. Much like a painter will know how through composition to drag your eye across the canvas to the subject matter, or a filmmaker will stage a scene or block a scene in a way that he or she makes you look at what they want you to look at. I think harmony is the tool that with creating of tension, with creating moments of comfort, with even just creating a lot of dissonance tells you as a listener what I'd like you to hear. So after Ulepo, I would like to perform another song called Home, which is slightly different on the end of the spectrum of we're not trying to push you anywhere. It's a very romantic song. In fact, my favorite, most romantic song that I've written. It was something that I wrote as a companion to me towards a destabilizing time in my life. And it was like the eye of a storm. This song, Home, was like me coming back home. And though I don't need the song the same way anymore, I'm now quite interested and caught up with the craft making of songwriting so that it communicates in a way that the song can now be to someone else what it was to me. So this is Home. Home is here, where our eyes meet, a place to be in perfect harmony. I see land, you're my island in a sea of change. Over my entrenched, overgrown garden, when the light fades away, all we're left with are the words we shared and the smiles we dared to share. In this place where the sky meets the tumbling waves, where it's still and a moving haze all at once. Take me back home is where you leave behind a trail of rose and sage and juniper. When I want to find you, all I need to do is look into the other room. Oh, la da 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 na 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 na. Oh, da 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 ba 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 ba. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, na da na da da da, la da 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 da. Time will tell the world about our place in the real and imagined universe. When the light fades away, all we're left with are the words we shared and the smiles we dared to share. In this place where the sky meets the tumbling waves, where it's still and a moving haze all at once. Take me back to home is anywhere we can be together. Home is Thank you. So I hope that evoked some sense of home, whatever home meant to you. There's one last song I'd like to perform for tonight. It's called Different. It's something that I wrote in my early 20s, so it's a bit of a younger voice, and it has a little bit of a rebellious streak to it. If I were to give it an alter ego, I would title this song Society versus Susha, and we are all faced with these expectations and sometimes misunderstandings and misrepresentations, and we're at crossroads where we can decide if we want to bend and fall in tune with these expectations, or if we would instead choose to trust ourselves and surround ourselves with people who will allow us to be still curious about ourselves. And I often come back to this song and think, oh, but I wouldn't do it that way anymore. I would definitely, I think, be a little more mature about how I ask for this attention or how I insist on having my space. But there is a songwriter that I admire very much called Becca Stevens, and she keeps alluding to the critical mind and when to heed it and when not to heed it. And in wanting to maintain the sincere and youthful plea that I had when I first wrote this song, I try to ignore the feelings that I feel a little bit like I've outgrown the song. But again, that's one of those things that time does to your music when you're with it, as I have been with this set of songs for a decade. So this is different. I look sideways, I'm cromulent. I see them looking for a sliver of a glimmer of pretense. My words are weighed against the toughest scales. They see propaganda, innuendo, conniving deceit. And I say, hey, hey, hold down those horses. All the things you don't understand aren't lies. Just 'cause you don't like what you see, what you think to be me, please don't hold me responsible until I die. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't think it's distance, don't think it's spite. Don't read into every little action as a fight. And I say, hey, hey, hold down those horses. All the things you don't understand can't be lies. Just 'cause you don't like what you see, what you think to be me, please don't hold me responsible until I die. Give me the space to make my own mistakes. My self-assured confidence isn't trite, 'cause in reality I'm just struggling to find the words to express myself. And I confess I'm hurt that the very thing I'm proud of are the very things that make it so hard for you to accept. I'm different, different from the rest. I just want to be who I am, even if it's different, different, different from the rest. Thank you. I have to confess that I still have no idea what goes on in between having the intention to writing a song and then having a song to play. I think it's somewhere still elusive. I have friends and artists who are able to focus and make exactly what they set out to make, and that hasn't been my experience so far, but I think it is also a precious process that I have. If you enjoyed the music that I played today, I'm, like I said, releasing an album in less than a week, in like 5 days. It's called Love Language. I have a little release performance / celebration on the 6th of August, so if anyone is from Chennai, I would invite you to join me. And if not, then do celebrate and listen with spirit. Thank you so much to everyone that invited me to be here, Subodh, Akila, and Palgun, who's been helping me with all logistical problems. I've really enjoyed being part of the Bangalore Poetry Fest, and I hope to see all of you again soon. Thank you.